Duff Pickem AllStars 2025 season, week 2. Commish, Groady, Icehouse, Skinnnns. I'm the Orange Peanut. We're here to talk about fantasy football, pick'em, and your betting amazing things that will happen to this here. Some of us know what we're talking about. Some of us are just straight out guessing. Pay attention to those that are the most. Last week was awesome, right, gentlemen?
Sure.
Awesome.
All good Island games.
Actually, in all seriousness, I don't know. Like we're just. I missed all the conversation probably about the Bears game in terms of what that was. That was, come on, man. Come on, fourth quarter. Like, geez. We had it. We legitimately.
Which one's worse? The Ravens loss or the Bears loss?
Ravens.
Yeah. That hurt Pickem. That hurt Pickem a lot, what I did last week.
Yeah.
Which,
I think the only reason why you go with the Ravens in that standpoint anyways is because there's more expectations on the Ravens than there is the Bears.
Yeah.
Yeah. That and it all happened within like 4 minutes. You know?
Yeah, it was like 4 minutes or 4.5 minutes or something. It's like, that's brutal, man.
Yeah.
Although the Prater victory where they're carrying Prater off at the end, I'm like, oh, don't drop him. That guy.
That's an old man. Be careful with him.
Ooh. Like 41 years old man.
That'll be as bad as that one guy who was celebrating a sack and then tore his ACL. What was that, a few years back on the Bears?
Yeah.
It's like, dude.
In a game that they were losing, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't even like, hey, I just won the game. It's like, wow, way to go, clown.
Have the Commish talk a little bit about our pick'ems from last week. What happened?
Well, Groady led the week with 78 points, followed by Boss with 64, Stan with 57, me with 54, John with 25, and Tommy with 14. Eric MIA. We'll have to get him in, even though he's a week out, so that way he can get a system. Unfortunately, Tommy didn't join early enough, so he couldn't join us, the rest of us, in getting Arizona correct. Tommy, and also being out for the noon games, means John was the only one who had faith in the G-Men, and that was wrong. We all got screwed by Denver's push, as we all had Denver. Let's see. Boss was the only one who had the Rams right. Kevin and Boss were the only ones that had faith in Buffalo, and Boss and Stan were the only ones that had Minnesota. I might have changed to Minnesota had I known that so many defensive players were out for the Bears, 3 starters. I would have probably changed. And in the first half of that game, I would have been mad that I had changed, and then the second half, I'd have been happy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nine favorites were the correct picks, 6 underdogs, and 1 push. And since it's the worst first week of the season, we had 3 total pushes last year.
Oh, wow. I can't believe.
Yeah, I remember talking about that last week, and I'm thinking, it's like, all right, great. Now we start off with a push, and all of a sudden Stan thinks he's a genius. It's like, oh, these pushes, guys. It's like,
the problem with Stan
your stupid pushes.
Genius is that he didn't target an 8-point spread as a possible push.
I did. After we had that conversation and we said there was only 3, I'm like, oh, well, okay. Normally I would have put a lower number on this. But
if he targeted, I was gonna say, if he was targeting that one as a push, why would you have put 12 on it?
Yeah, no. After
that's a good point.
There was only 3. I thought it would have been a higher number. I was like, okay, I'm very confident in Denver.
Yeah, go figure. All of us were thinking the same thing, and it's like, oh yeah, Denver, man. Kill him.
Cannot believe we all picked Miami, except for Groady, who put that's point.
Yeah, I missed that one. Sorry. Yeah, Kevin's the only one who had Indianapolis. I was the only one who had Cleveland.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Look at you. Faith in them Browns.
I don't have faith in the Browns.
Wow.
It's a matchup. I have faith that they're going to lose by a little, and 5.5 is a lot in a divisional matchup.
Lost in such a Browns way. They only allowed 7 yards at the second half of that game, and they still found a way to lose. It's like, come on, guys.
Man.
Yeah. And then on the year, this is just week 1, right, Joe?
Yeah, it's week 1, so how everyone is where they're at.
There we go. Let's raise a glass up to Groady for his victory of the first week with this here, possibly a victory of many. Did you win Pick'em last year, Groady?
No.
Who won Pick'em last year?
Boss, I think.
Boss?
No.
Or Stan.
Not me.
I don't know.
The championship last year, Groady.
I did terrible last year.
There she is. There she is.
The one funny thing is Cleveland and the Lions are one of the only two teams. If I remember correctly, the only two teams that held the ball for 50% of the game and lost.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, the Bears didn't have 50%.
If they did, then they're the third team. I don't know if they did. I'd have to look.
At a point in the game, they were leading like 17-11 in time of possession.
Okay.
And he had 10 for 10 in the first 10 possessions with Caleb Williams. That was just like,
Yeah.
please continue
Yeah.
this, please. This is nice.
Well, I mean, he as Aikman pointed out, he was playing it safe, hitting the checkdowns instead of trying the deep threat. And later in the game, it wasn't that he was wrong for trying the deep threat. It's just that he missed him.
Yeah. He missed.
And yeah.
Gosh, I was so hopeful for that DJ Moore. I was
So-
like, oh, he's open.
So Joe's correct. The Bears, the Lions, and the Browns all had the ball for more than 50% of the time and lost.
I got
Yeah,
you
the
there.
Jets too.
Huh.
Oh, the Jets too. Okay, there's another
Makes
one.
sense. Makes sense.
It's kind of
there.
crazy.
But I only know that because I'm looking at Bills versus Jets, and we'll get into that later.
Yes.
Ooh. That'll be good. Yeah, let's get into the meat and potatoes. Our victor of last week, Groady, is going to talk about two games, one at the beginning, one at the end. First one is Miami versus New England. What do you know, Groady?
Well, this is one of the reasons why I picked Indianapolis, and I wish I could have been here because I think I would have switched all of you guys to Indianapolis last week. During the preseason, when the Bears had a joint practice with Miami, Miami's players were reported to the media that the Bears players seemed to be taking practice way too hard and were hitting hard, and they didn't like it. They were soft. So knowing that, I could not pick them, and I wanted to pick Danny Dimes, former G-Man, because they're soft. And Kevin Byard, who is the safety for the Bears, last played for Mike Vrabel, who is now the head coach of the New England Patriots, and said, since joining the Bears with Matt Eberflus, then to Ben Johnson runs his practice just like Mike Vrabel does, which is a hard practice. Miami, everybody's already talking about how Mike McDaniels is out probably at some point this year. The team is just in disarray. One of the former players who was actually on the Colts was a defensive guy. He pretty much said after the game, he was after having worked and played with Tua, he goes, all I needed to do was we told the defense, take away his first read, and he can't play. And that's what he said that they did to him all day. They just took away his first read, and it screwed Tua the rest of the game, which is kind of funny to say. Obviously, he's probably just taking a shot at his former team too, I think. But I think if Miami's complaining about practices being too hard, and then obviously the way they came out against Indianapolis, I think even as bad as the Patriots are as well, I think the Patriots stand a much better chance of winning this game than Miami. Being that the coach that he is, that Mike Vrabel is, they're going to practice hard and play hard. I'm shocked that Miami is the favorite. I get why, because it's at Miami. So this week, just like last week, I'm dropping 16 points on New England.
Dropping the 16 points on there. Where is the put that guy up there? Man, heck yeah, 16 points on Miami for that one. Holy cow.
On New England.
On New England, excuse me, New England. You did say that. You did actually say that there. Yeah, all good points with that one there. Yeah, Miami looked soft. Icehouse, do you agree?
Yeah, from what I heard too, it's like Miami just looked like they're like, we're not here to play. Nobody cares. Everyone's just kind of doing their own thing out there. So 16's a lot, but I'm gonna go 10 on New England.
10 on New England for that. Skin.
I'm not ready to write them off yet, so I'm going to be a little contrarian here.
Oh.
I still have hopes, and maybe it's just because one of my dynasty teams, I started Waddle and Tua last week, so maybe it's just my heart wanting my dynasty team to do all right. Although I have Dak also. I didn't want to start him against the Eagles, but at any rate, I'm going to put 5 on Miami.
5 on Miami for that. Commish?
I got 15 on New England.
15 on New England. Weather forecasts suggest there will be winds and thunderstorms. 39% chance of thunderstorms for this game. Miami is outdoors, right?
Yes.
Yep, and it's 80 degrees, so nothing too terrible, but
Lightning has won
I do
2 to nothing.
those 90-degree Miami games and then just pick Miami since
Yeah.
they're more acclimated.
I like New England. They're hot. I think Groady, everything he said is right. Miami is soft, but I believe it. I've seen New England at work here. I'm gonna put belief-wise. I'm gonna go 10 on New England myself. I like the way
Hey,
that.
there you go.
Yeah. Icehouse. You are going to have you got your KC Chiefs, who are going to be hosting Philadelphia. You know about this game? Super.
I had some great stats here.
Ah.
So are they still currently the underdog? That the Lions been flip flopping left and right.
On here,
Why?
Kansas City is
See.
still the
Kansas
underdog.
City. Yeah.
Okay, so they're still the underdog. So Mahomes has only been the home underdog once before this game. And last I checked, Jalen Carter was fine, but he's not suspended for this game, so he should play. Because I guess technically they counted that missing that first game as being suspended. His genius little stunt there that we all laughed at. It's one thing to try to get away with pushing a guy in front of away from the play or something. And it's like, dude, what are you spitting on a man in front of everybody for?
Right. Right.
You got, millions of people watching. Xavier Worthy, last I checked, is not expected to play.
Oh.
So there's that. So Mahomes is 19-4, coming off a loss in his career. It's like, Chiefs at home, 19-4. Come on. And the last time the Chiefs started 0-2 was 2014, and that year they did not make the playoffs. So all signs kind of point to the Chiefs somehow getting it together. Oh, and last year the Chiefs were 11-0 in one-score games, which you got to figure this is probably going to be. This year they're obviously 0-1. So, I guess they're due for some regression, but still. Essentially it's a pick 'em because, 1 point is probably what it'll end at. So I got to go with 11 points on the Chiefs. I just feel like I'll take my trust in Andy Reid to get it done. Find a way somehow.
That was trust in Andy Reid for 11.
I probably shouldn't, but the Eagles are the better team with the better everything. But it's Chiefs at home with Andy Reid. Come on.
Yeah, it really is.
It's like, I'm just going to go against what my gut says take the Eagles, but I'm going to go against that and say, no, I'm going to, it's Mahomes, Andy Reid, at home. Come on.
Yep.
Why not?
I'm with you. All right, 11 points on KC. Skinns, your rebuttal.
I hate to pick an NFC East opponent, but I am going to pick the Eagles to win the pick'em. The Chiefs, they lost Worthy early, but so that probably changed their game plan a little bit. But at any rate, with him out, only 20% of Mahomes' passing yards went beyond 10 yards. So they had to keep things short. They couldn't stretch the field. I think that's probably going to be the case again because they have Hollywood Brown, but he's the new Worthy. And if Hollywood Brown's your number one guy coming into the week, I don't see many explosive plays happening. They'll get one or two, but I think the Eagles, they want to still show that they're just not going to sit on their laurels and be happy with that Super Bowl win they got last year over the Chiefs. They're going to want to show people. And the Eagles getting upset, it will happen, but it won't be this week. I got 10 on the Eagles.
10 on the Eagles for that. All right, we got a split here. Commish.
I got 16 on the Eagles.
Max points on the Eagles. Woo-hoo-hoo. He likes that one with it there. I'm going minimum. I don't like that 1.0. I'm not going like ultra minimum. I'm going to put 3 points to support my quarterback wide receiver stack on the Eagles for that there. So we're all going 3 Philly, 1 KC. Groady?
I got 13 points on Kansas City.
13 on Kansas City.
Wow.
Deciding game.
Somebody with faith.
Yeah, interesting.
I figured it'd be all Eagles, to be honest.
Well, the one thing that the Kansas City Chiefs did this offseason, they wanted to focus on stopping the run. And I think, especially against the Eagles, if you can stop Saquon and you can keep them away from 3rd and 1, you eliminate the tush push.
Yep, you got a point. Definitely. Cool. All right, Skinns. You've got Washington going up to Lambeau. Oh boy, what do you know about this game?
Ooh, this is going to be a tough one. I got some Packers fans in town I'm going to be watching the game here with. Katie, a couple of Katie's cousins. But the Commanders won last week. They were they were able to control the game with the Giants pretty strongly. Commanders tallied 14 total offensive explosive plays against the Giants last week. Bill Krosky, Merritt, and Jaden Daniels, but they each had 3 explosive rushes each. So those are big things. The Packers may have one of the best defenses in the league this year. I was looking at the scores power rankings just for fun. They have the Packers at number 4 and the Commanders at 9 for their power rank. The Packers held Detroit's offense to 13 points, and more importantly, just 2.1 yards per carry on offense. But I think the Commanders have a good chance of countering that. They've used Deebo Samuel. He had a couple end arounds and reverses. One he took to the house. Between Eckler and Bill, I think the running game they won't be explosive this week, but they'll be enough to be able to help Jaden Daniels.
Come on, you
at
got
least
you say Bill. Come on, it's Bill Krosky.
It's all
Krosky.
capital Bill.
Yep.
So I think everything's looking pretty good there. Micah Parsons, his snaps will probably go up a bit this week, but luckily we got Dan Quinn, who was our current head coach, was a former defensive coordinator for the Cowboys. So he's seen Micah Parsons. He knows how he works, and he's prepped the players. He told him, he says, you can't simulate in practice how explosive this guy can be off the line.
Okay.
So it will take a couple of the guys, a few steps to get used to him. Namely, our right tackle, who's a rookie, Connerly. But he feels confident in their ability. Connerly, PFF ranked, I don't remember the exact number, but it was super high. The guy performed like a veteran last week against the Giants, and the Giants have one of the best pass rushes also in the league. So I think this Commanders offensive line will be able to somewhat neutralize Green Bay's defense. They'll be able to move the ball, and they'll definitely be able to cover 3.5 points, if not outright, to win the game. So I will put 16 points on Washington.
Oh, that's
Wow.
next one with that. 16 points on Washington for that. Commish, your rebuttal.
Washington all-time is 10-17 in Thursday night football games. So it's not a good record for them. Having said that, I hate Green Bay. So I got 11 points on Washington.
Let you say 11 points on Washington.
Yes. Well, let's be realistic. If the Green Bay's going to win this game, it's going to be less than 3 points. It's going to be on a last-second field goal, and that benefits. You pick the underdog.
Yes, I like that.
Yeah.
There. I don't like this. Their defense looked good. Washington's O-line up to the challenge for this. I'ma cheese it. Dropping a deuce on Green Bay. Ugh, feels bad. Groady.
Yeah, Detroit started 2 new interior offensive linemen. I don't think Detroit's defense is all that big, or Green Bay's defense is all that banged up. The only thing that concerns me is that up until the fourth quarter in that Washington game against the Giants, I get that it's a divisional opponent, but they were winning 14-6 against a terrible Giants offensive team. I get that their defense is better, but that's a terrible Giants team. So I've lost some faith in Washington. I got 11 points on Green Bay.
11 points on Green Bay. He joins the cheese. Boss, you have a tiebreaker. 2 of us Washington, 2 of us Green Bay.
I'm gonna go 4 points on Washington. I do like that 3.5. That extra half point. I feel like that can be the difference.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go with the underdog on that one, but don't have a lot of faith either way. I don't feel like Green Bay's offense is gonna go bananas, but
yeah,
should be a close one.
Yep. Got the next one on here. The commissioner's gonna talk about Buffalo against New Jersey.
Yeah, New York.
New Jersey, huh?
I do have. Oh my God, I'm dumb. I put NJ.
They might be playing in the Meadowlands of New Jersey, but the Jets are from New York, sir.
I legit did put New Jersey on there. Oh my God, I'm dumb.
Because they've met one time in the postseason, this will be the 130th meeting between these two teams, with Buffalo currently having 71 wins versus New York 58 wins. Currently in the last 10 games at New York, Buffalo is 6-4 against them. In his career, Josh Allen is only 9-4 against the Jets. He averages 226 passing yards per game. He averages just over 1 touchdown per game, and he's almost averaging 1 interception per game against the Jets. Sean McDermott, apparently there's no record of how many times he's been successful against the Jets online, as I tried to look earlier. However, his first win as a head coach did come against the New York Jets. Justin Fields, in his career, he only played the Bills one time as a Chicago Bear, in which they lost 35-13. He had 119 passing yards with 1 touchdown and a passer rating of 92.5. On this illustrious season so far, getting into some deeper stats. Points against per game. Thank you, Week 1. Jets and Bills are 30th and 31st in points given up. However, points scored, they're 1st and 5th, 41 and 32. Neither team has gotten an interception thus far this season. And time of possession, they're only 6 seconds apart. They're both 34 and 49 for the Bills, 34-43 for the Jets. The Bills are atop the division as the only team that won. Everyone else in the division lost, and I'm sure the Bills want to keep it that way for the Jets, because in spite of their loss, the Jets did look good offensively against the Steelers, and there wasn't much of a defensive change for the Steelers as so much as there was an offensive change. Let's see, and this was funny. So earlier today, it has since changed, but earlier today when I was looking at this, 97% of the bets on the money line were for Buffalo, 3% for the Jets. However, because of the little amount of money that people were betting, it literally showed 100% of money was on Buffalo.
Really? Oh.
Yes. And because I knew it would probably change, I did take a picture of it so I can send that out. But I just thought that was hilarious. I'm like, wow, you got 3%, but the money is so little that it doesn't matter.
So everyone in Jersey is poor.
Yeah, pretty much.
Losers.
I just thought that was the most ridiculous thing ever. I'm like, wow. So, where are we at here? Where did you go? Oh. But given the nature of it being a divisional game and the fact that it is a large spread, and when it comes to large spreads, you're hit or miss given their history in the Meadowlands, I got 3 points, and I'm taking the Jets. I think Buffalo will win, but I don't think it'll be by a touchdown.
Points on the Jets. Good bet with that one there. I will be joining you with the Jets. Justin Fields, he looked good, like poised, and went totally against the grain of what everyone was thinking. He made the Jets joining the Commish for a little bit higher. I miss Justin Fields. I wish the Bears. I liked him on the Bears. I know that he didn't do like the greatest all over there, but I miss him. I'm going to do 6 points on the Jets. Groady.
Yeah, the Buffalo Bills seem to struggle against the run with the Ravens. And last week the Jets ran the ball over the Steelers. So I think that kind of continues. I agree with like what Joe said. Divisional games, so they're usually closer. I think the Bills will win in the end, but maybe by 6.
The Jets don't have Derrick Henry. You stop that, man.
Yeah.
Brees Hall is pretty good.
Huh?
He may not be Derrick Henry, but Brees Hall is pretty good.
I didn't say he wasn't bad. I didn't say he was bad. I said he's not Derrick Henry. I'm sorry. You stop Derrick Henry.
The king. Long live the king.
Derrick Henry.
That's good there. So what do you got your points on, Groady?
I got 3 points on the Jets.
3 points on the Jets. We all going the JTS Jets, boss?
Yeah, I got 3 on the Jets myself, actually.
3 on the Jets. A lot of low score. Oh, Skinns! Chance to be a contrarian.
Chance to be a contrarian. Well, guess what?
Chicken butt.
aside from Sauce Gardner, he had a PFF coverage grade of 90.1. Otherwise, it was Gardner allowed just one reception on 4 targets against the Steelers last week. But the rest of the defense led up 21 catches on 24 targets against the Steelers. And guess what the Bills do? They spread the ball around to all their receivers. So Gardner, the Bills don't have a number 1 receiver really to put Gardner on. So whoever he's on, I trust Josh Allen to find the opening. And he's going to find the opening a lot because he passed for 394 yards with a 70% completion rate. So I don't think he'll have any problem moving the ball down the field against the Jets. I think it'll be a pretty high-scoring game. I don't think the Bills will have any problem getting over 30 points this week. I think the Jets, they might be able to get to 20, but I like this 6.5-point spread, so I got the Bills for 11.
Bills for 11. He does go contrarian, the guy. As the person who almost got last place, I'm gonna count I got last place. Like Tommy just didn't make it through the week, so I made the worst points here, and I probably chose the worst game that's going to be showing in my Cleveland area. I have the Browns going to Baltimore to go and play. Baltimore looks like a Super Bowl team. Like, they look good. King Henry looks good. Lamar Jackson looks good. Zay Flowers looks good. Their defense looked kind of mid. Some holes. Secondary. Josh Allen's throwing on them. They're running a little bit. There's ways. I don't think the Browns have a way. Everyone in the Ohio area always is like, oh, yeah, the Browns always trade victories with, like, they go to the other place to win, and then the other team comes over here. That is not the case with this team. This team has met a total of 52 times since 1999, and they have won a total of 5 games in Baltimore. They do not win well in this stadium for this. They don't win well, period, for this. I mean, Baltimore owns them at this point right here. They've only beat Baltimore 15 times. So that's, I don't know. The Browns have a lot stacked up against them. The one thing that may be the saving grace of the Browns is their defense. Their defense doesn't look that bad. Flacco is Flacco, and Njoku is Njoku. Jerry Judy's Jerry Judy. And they'll probably do something with some of the rooks that they've got. They got this new guy, Rocket Sanders, running. They got this guy, Sampson, running. They don't look that bad, but I'm sorry. They don't look as good as Baltimore. That defense might be able to stymie them. So the question kind of comes down to, in this pick'em, do you believe in Cleveland's ability to defend against Baltimore? And my big answer to that is no. I don't think they can. I watched King Henry just plowing them over in terms of what they are. This 12.5-point spread where 65% of people are going with Baltimore. And I don't know. I can't justify picking Cleveland at all. I'm going to go kind of low. I'm going to drop 4 on Baltimore. Groady.
Today on the radio, somebody had actually put this out there, and I thought it was kind of funny. They had said that Cleveland probably might end up with the best defensive stats in that division, and they're probably going to be the bottom of the barrel of that division.
Yep.
So, and that's the only reason. I mean, obviously it's the highest spread, so I'm putting 1 point on it, and I'm taking Cleveland just because of their defense. They could lose by 10, So
yeah, I think that's about. The over-under is only 45. So They're expecting a low score, but they're just expecting Baltimore to dominate. Icehouse.
12.5 is so many points.
It's a lot of points.
Like, I mean, I'm just going to take one in Baltimore and say whatever. I don't care. I don't even want to play with that.
Yep.
Because that's just ridiculous.
Skins, what do you got here?
Well, the Browns carried the ball 24 times last week, and they got 49 yards for about 2.2 yards per attempt for rushing. So I don't think that's going to be their strong part against the Ravens this week, but their defense is no joke. Can keep them in it. If we have Joe Flacco throwing for 45 times again, like he did last week, which I expect him to do, I think they'll be able to move it enough. And if it happens in garbage time, it happens in garbage time. But yeah, give me Cleveland covering all these points. I'll put 8 on Cleveland.
8 on Cleveland. By garbage time, you mean the typical Browns.
Yeah. Browns time.
Yeah, Browns time. Commissioner.
Well, they also don't have any interceptions, neither of these teams. That's hilarious.
Joe Flacco revenge game narrative? Anyone?
Yeah, right.
Oh, oh, I didn't even think about that.
God.
Oh
No,
my!
no one's gonna throw that one out there.
Wow.
It's hard to believe that at 49 rushing yards, the Browns have the 30th rushing yards per, or ranked 30th in rushing yards per game, which means there's two teams out there that got less. I don't know who those teams are, but actually
That's
the team they played last week, the
impressively bad.
Bengals, because their rushing yards against per game, they're number one with 46. So the Bengals had 3 less rushing yards than the Browns. Good God, that must have been a fun game to not watch.
Was not.
Yeah, I gotta go. I got my point. I believe it's on. Where are you? I'm pretty sure it's Cleveland. Yeah, it's on Cleveland. It's a gigantic spread. Like I'm not taking any. Well, it's the 1 point. That's where it goes. So I'm gonna go with Cleveland.
Point Cleveland for that. Good deal with that.
Let's see. Where did those rank last year? Yeah, in 10 plus points, favorites were 6 and 6.
Oh,
So it's a
okay.
50-50 shot based on last year's stats.
Got 3 on Cleveland, 2
Yeah,
on
I was wondering what the stats were on that. I feel like
About
they were
2 years ago.
I thought they were better in favor of the teams with more points, but I guess hey, stats don't lie.
2 years ago, 10 plus point spreads. The favorite was 13 and 8. So slightly higher than 50%. Who knows what it'll be by the end of this season?
Oh,
If
okay.
this spread stands, it'll be the first 10 plus point spread this year. So because the highest last week was only 8.5.
Yeah.
Huh.
So yeah, I'll roll the dice. I'll go Cleveland.
Sounds like.
Or I'm sorry, I'll flip the coin.
Flip a coin. Yeah, that's proper with that there. Raise the glasses back up to Groady, champion of last week, winner of last week, rather, with that. He's going to talk about a game that, man, I'm hopeful for this game. We got Detroit's going to be hosting the Bears. What do you know about this game, Groady?
I know a lot of things. I know that Ben Johnson used to be their offensive coordinator, and now he's our head coach. So you have 2 people, Dan Campbell, Ben Johnson, that know each other. Both of these teams, both games, they lost. Both have issues. Obviously, for the Bears, they got to clean up the penalties. For Detroit, they've got to fix their running game and get their line right, which I think is good for the Bears. You're probably getting the Lions at a good time. They're having issues. You got to take advantage of that. Hopefully, you can get your, as Joe pointed out, they had their top 2 corners out. Hopefully, you can get them back, and as well your top middle linebacker. So those guys were missing. Hopefully, they come back and can play. I think it'll definitely give the Bears a better chance. Right now, I am going to have them picked because this is a divisional game. These guys do know each other. I think it could come down to a field goal, whether that's field goal Bears win or field goal Detroit wins. I think the big thing to watch for will be the operation of the offense. Can they get in and out of the huddle? Can they cut down on these penalties? Because they just, I think Joe said it was like 12 penalties for 120 yards?
Oh, God. Yeah.
127.
127. That's terrible. That's 127 yards you lost. You lost a whole football field. You can't have shit like that. Well, and the worst part about it is, I think Ben Johnson needs to do a little bit better job of learning his team, because in that game against the Vikings, after they scored with the 2-minute looming, you should know Cairo Santos cannot boot that ball out of the back of the end zone. He needed to kick it out of bounds because it only gives them 5 more yards. Instead of being at the 35, they would have been at the 40. And then if the Bears defense does exactly what it did, which was get them the ball back, instead of having 10 seconds left, you have a minute left. Even if you have to go 99 yards, you still got a minute versus 10 seconds. So,
they didn't even have to go 99 yards. They just had to get in field goal range.
Yeah, very true as well. So as much as people want to point out, the missed field goal or going for it on 4th down, as great as that is, you need to be better on offense, and you need to know your players, and no, Cairo Santos does not have a leg to boot it out of the end zone. I think this week the Bears will clean up the penalties. I hope to see 0 false starts. That'll make me so happy. I think if there is 0 false starts, they have a better chance at winning this game. Both teams are probably going to try to really hammer home getting a run game going. I'm hopeful the Bears can. I got 8 points on them, and like I said, I think it'll come down to a field goal.
8 points on Chicago Icehouse.
Yeah, I do like the Bears. Just give me Bears 7.
Bears for 7 with that there. Skinnnns.
Yeah, I have Bears 7 also. I think,
Brother.
I think Ben Johnson.
First.
Well, Could move it up a point. I could move it down. I don't know. We'll keep it at 7.
Keep it at
I'll
7.
make this game my mediocre pick of the week.
Mediocre pick of the week.
Yeah.
All right. Commish.
Let's see. What do I got? I got 8 points on Chicago.
8 points on Chicago. We all can't be right here. Chance to go contrarian. Nope. Doing the opposite. Max points on Eddie Jackson. Max points on Bears.
Eddie Jackson doesn't play for the Bears anymore.
Neither does Jack Sandberg. I thought he did. Doesn't Eddie Jackson play for the Bears?
No.
Oh, well, maybe I'll change it. No, I won't. Nope, I'm locked in with that one there. Because we're locked in next, going over to quick picks. The top here, Groady. You've got Cincy hosting Jacksonville.
Give me Cincinnati for 9.
Cincinnati for 9 for that. Icehouse?
I gotta go max points on Cincy because they gotta get it figured the fuck out.
Max
Yeah,
points.
it's the first time they've started. This is the first time they've started 1-0 with Zach Taylor.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jamar Chase is ready for a breakout game because 26 yards last week is not sustainable. He's due for a huge game.
Boss, just give it up. You lost the 0-team league. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm taking it out on my pick'em.
Works with
All
it
right.
there. All right, max points Cincy. Ski.
Just to clear it up, Eddie Jackson is now a host on Food Network.
Making
He
my
has
my max point completely irrelevant for that.
He has a food truck. And he's hosting a show on the next Food Network star.
I could swear that Eddie Jackson is an American. He was selected. He is a professional football safety. You're telling me the Bears?
This is the same guy. Apparently, he's good at food too.
Well, gosh, I feel dumb. I could have swore I was listening to Jeff Joniak yesterday, and I could swore I heard him say Eddie Jackson. Is there? Oh,
For a second there, Stan, when you said that, I thought Eddie Lacy. And I'm like, that
geez.
Tracks.
Yeah, that would track.
There are 2 other Jacksons on the Bears.
Is there another Eddie Jackson? Because it's not coming up on his Wikipedia.
There's DeMarco Jackson and Jonah Jackson. So I think I just heard one of their names and just got excited that it was Eddie. No, it's probably
Eddie and Jackson. It's like you're talking about 2 common names. It's like how many Chris Martins are there?
I could have sworn I must have just gotten excited for that.
There's
Maybe
at least one other
NFL
Christopher
and
Martin
one
that's
in
the
the
lead
MLB.
singer.
There's only one Chris Martin, and that's of Coldplay.
Yeah, but how many Chris Martins are out there that had a dog named Ricky Martin?
Yeah, that's true.
That narrows it down.
That does track for that. All right, Skins, what do you got for this Cincy Jacksonville Jaguars game?
Cincy Jacksonville, I think I'm gonna put a little bit on Jacksonville. I'll put a 4 spot on Jacksonville.
4 spot on Jackson. All right, Commish.
No, I'm gonna change it to Cincy.
Change
But we'll
it to
keep it at 4.
I got 10 points on Cincy during the first of the slowest quick picks.
Yep. I'm going to go with I'm gonna drop a nickel on Cincy itself.
Go.
All right. Icehouse, you get Dallas hosting the Giants.
I have 15 on the Giants.
15 on the Skinns.
Hey, don't question the system. I'm ahead of you by a mile.
You right with that.
I hear
one
it in
there.
your voice. Don't you doubt my picks.
I heard you there. I heard with that. You showboat son of a gun. All right, 15 points for the Giants.
It's moved to 6 points, but give me one more chance with Russell Wilson and the Giants. I'm gonna put a 3 on the Giants, though. I don't know why this spread has moved 1.5 from Monday to Tuesday.
But I love it.
Where are you going with points?
I'll take the Giants for 3.
Giants for 3. All right, Commish.
I got 4 points on Dallas.
4 points on Dallas. I'm only putting 1 down. I don't like to. Both these teams kind of suck. I'll just do 1 on the Giants. And Groady.
4 points on the G-Men.
4 points on them G-men for that. All right, going down to Skins. You get the Rams at Tennessee. Ugh.
Rams at Tennessee. Ward was up and down in his first one, but it was 80% of his attempts for 65 yards. But he struggled to connect on anything 10 yards or more. He was only 1 for 12 on anything long. But I think on the Rams, he can do that. This is Denver. So give me Tennessee getting the 5.5, and I'll put 12.
12 on Tennessee. I like it there, Commish.
I got 6 points on the Rams.
6 points on them Rams. I am also going Rams. 7 for that. Up to Groady.
5 on the Rams.
5 on the Rams. Their Icehouse.
I'm on the Rams again this week for 9 points.
9 points on the Rams. The cheese stands alone, Skins. The cheese stands alone.
Huh.
Commissioner is not available as of right now, or is he? Oh, there he is. There, Commish. You got San Fran going to New Orleans, and
7 points in San Francisco.
7 points, San Francisco. San Francisco doesn't have any players, neither does New Orleans. God, those are big numbers. 8 on Spencer Rattler. Oh God, Groady.
I got 7 on San Francisco.
7 on San Francisco for that. Icehouse.
I got a deuce on San Fran.
Deuce on San Fran and Skin.
I got a 9 on New Orleans.
9 on New Orleans. The cheese does not bone. All right. I've got the Steelers and Aaron Rodgers hosting Seattle. That comes to me. Gosh darn, it's a 3.0 game. Please move the spread. Everyone's going Aaron Rodgers. We'll also go
There was
Aaron.
3 pushes last year. Come on.
God, I wish I had a low number. I put it all on other teams. So 9 points on Steelers for me here. Groady.
12 on the Steelers.
12 on the Steelers at Icehouse.
I have 14 on the Steelers.
14 on the Steelers. Oh, Skins. We all going Steelers? You going?
You know, I do like the Seahawks. I do like Pittsburgh. Give me 1 on Pittsburgh.
1 on
This is
Pittsburgh.
going to be a push.
Commish.
I got 12 on Pittsburgh in apparently dick around picks, not quick picks.
Yeah. Yeah. Trying to go fast. We might have to. We'll probably have to redo something with this. I have an idea for this. I'll bring up in the end here. Groady, back up to you. We got Denver at Indy.
I got 14 on Indy.
13 Indy. Icehouse.
I have 8 on Denver.
8 on Denver for that ski.
13 on Denver.
13 on Bo Nix. Commish.
14 on Denver.
14 on Denver. Groda, you are standing alone because I'm going Denver as well for 15 pointeroonies for that on Denver. Icehouse, down to you. Arizona hosting Carolina.
A dozen.
Dozen? On who?
Arizona.
Oh, on Arizona. Skin.
What team? Arizona?
Arizona hosting Carolina.
Yes.
Give me 14 on Carolina.
14 Carolina. Commish.
Oh, I don't. Ooh, I need. Yeah, I'm going to go 2 points on Carolina.
2 points. Carolina. I like Arizona better. 13 points. Arizona. Groady.
I do on wow.
Wow. I forgot about that. Oh, a bunch of points with that one there. I completely forgot. So, 13 points on wow for that. All right, Skins. You have Minnesota hosting Hotlanta.
Hotlanta's going to move into Minnesota, and they're going to take it. I'm so confident I'm putting 6 points on it.
Commish.
I got 5 points in Atlanta's Kirk Cousins revenge from the bench game on Minnesota.
Oh, Kirk Cousins revenge match. God, that's putting some points in for that. I am going Minnesota for 12. Groady.
6 for the Vikings.
6 for the Vikings for that. And Icehouse.
Yeah, I got 5 on the Vikings.
5 on the Vikings for that. Oh, we got Commish. You got Houston hosting Baker Mayfield.
If you've seen the Popeyes commercials, it's Better Mayfield, and I got 13 points on Better Mayfield.
Is it really?
Yes. Popeyes got him, and let me tell you, I'm so happy he's back in commercial land.
Yes.
In fact, I might just eat Popeyes all week for lunch.
Oh, my God. It's awesome for that. Yeah, I've got to go. Houston's got a great defense, the rest of the team. Tampa Bay, Baker Mayfield, $4 yo. Up to Groady.
I got 15 on Baker.
15 on Baker. Oh, Icehouse, you going Baker? You know, like Popeye.
Yeah, absolutely. 13 points on my man. Great commercials.
On Tampa Bay. Oh, Skins! Chance to be contrarian.
You know how I like to be contrarian, so I will not be
dare
contrarian.
say you don't like the commercials.
15 points on Baker Mayfield.
No, 15 points on Baker Mayfield.
Wow.
That's awesome there. I have the last game Monday night. Chargers going to Las Vegas. I do like to go big or go home, although it doesn't always help me a week. Chargers 4-14. Groady.
I got 10 points on the Chargers.
10 points Chargers at Icehouse.
I have 3.5 on the Raiders.
3 on Las Vegas. 3
No, sorry, 6.
Wait, you have 3.5
6.
points.
6
I wrote
points.
that
Sorry.
down.
Baby.
The
Oh
fact
my
that
God,
John
that's
was like
awesome.
3.5 on the Raiders, and I'm like, he just goes along with it. I'm like, Sandy laughing for a second. Sorry, I meant 6 points.
Yeah,
I was reading the spread, and then but I love that John just went along. It's like 3.5 on the Raiders. All right, let me mark it down.
you got me.
Okay, I'm in for a half a point, apparently. Excellent.
Skinns.
It'll come in handy at the end of the year when we're at a tie.
I'm switching my Atlanta, Minnesota picks. They get 2, and I'm going to put my 6 on the Chargers.
6 on the Chargers for that, and Commish.
We got New Los Angeles visiting Old Los Angeles, and new is better. So I got 9 points on the Chargers.
9 points on them Chargers. The Icehouse cheese stands alone. All right, winners of the Around the Horn game this week, and last place got Skinnnns 12, Icehouse 22.5. Lost a half a point there for his little chicanery thing for that. Groady 37 and Commissioner with 45 points. Sippy with an oof. We hope to see him on here next time. We hope to see you on here next time. Maybe subscribe if anyone actually ever watches this ever or something. So, we'll see you later. Bye.